Something happened in Los Angeles that's never happened before in modern American history. U.S. Marines, yes, Marines, detained a civilian on U.S. soil. And I'm going to break down exactly why this moment is such a big deal. Let's set the scene. On June 13, 2025, outside the Wilshire Federal Building in L.A., protests were raging. These demonstrations started back on June 6, after a series of federal immigration raids. The city was tense, the streets filled with anger, and the federal government had sent in the military, literally hundreds of Marines and thousands of National Guard troops, to protect federal property. But this is where things get unprecedented. Marcos Leo, a 27-year-old U.S. Army vet just trying to get to the Veterans Affairs campus, steps over a yellow tape boundary. Suddenly, he's surrounded by Marines, zip-tied, and detained for 10 minutes before being handed over to Homeland Security. No charges, no arrest, just a brief, tense standoff where the rules got blurry. Why does this matter? Because the Posse Comitatus Act, a law that goes back nearly 150 years, says the U.S. military can't act like police. Marines aren't supposed to arrest civilians. Period. But in this case, officials say it was just a temporary detention, not a formal arrest, and only because they thought Leo might pose a threat to federal property. As soon as it was safe, they handed him off to civilian authorities. Even Leo himself said he was treated very fairly and the Marines were just doing their job. Still, this is the first time we've seen something like this during a domestic deployment in modern U.S. history. Behind the scenes, the legal and political drama was just as intense. President Trump had invoked a rare power to bring the California National Guard under federal control without the state's permission, something that hasn't happened since 1965. California's governor fought back in court. A judge said the deployment was illegal, but an appeals court let it go forward, at least for now. So here's the bottom line. The line between military and police got blurry in Los Angeles. When Marines trained for war get involved in civilian life, even for just 10 minutes, the whole country should pay attention, because once you cross that line, it's really hard to go back. Stay informed, stay engaged, and keep asking the tough questions, because moments like this could shape America's future.